nobody on. Oh, hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're all doing okay, staying at home or hunker down wherever you're at. Just a short video on what's going on for this month in April. Hey Patty, how you doing? We are in California right now at Soledad Canyon. So we've been here since March 13 and have extended our stay an extra week, and then we have a reservation still here to stay here until May 1st. So we're good. Thousand Trails keeps updating what's going on. Their last update was actually on Friday, and if you have reservations at another campground in the Thousand Trails system somewhere, they probably have canceled it. They automatically canceled everybody's reservations for the month of April. Hasn't gone past that yet. Hi Bob, how you doing? Hope you're staying safe. So they canceled all the reservations from now until April 30th. You can extend your stay at the park at no charge, which is really good. Now this is just the Thousand Trails parks that you're already at. So your best bet is to not move around. I saw a couple people leave here today. Hopefully they have a place to go, because all the Thousand Trails are not accepting new reservations. So, and like I said, this is only in the Thousand Trails system. So you can keep extending your stay until April 30th. And then I guess they're going to play it by ear. I mean, thank goodness Thousand Trails is doing this. It's a little different story with the encores. So, and they said, okay, Winter Garden that's an encore resort. Okay, because the official word is that you can stay your 2 weeks, and then you can extend it by switching to retail and pay the 20% discount. And I just, here, if you can pull this up, I can share the screen. I'm going to try and share the screen. I don't know if we can use. I don't know if it's working. Hey there, Joseph. How you doing? I'm trying to share the screen here. Right there. Share. Let's see how this works out. All right, so it says it's sharing the screen. So this is right off of Thousand Trails website, and it's rvonthego.com/coronavirus with a hyphen status. So this was as of April 3rd. Closures. Let's see. That will remain open to guests currently on site. However, due to the instant issuance of many stay-at-home orders and the recommendations of the Centers for Disease Control, we are not accepting new reservations through April 30th. So that's it. I went on and looked at my current reservations, and they're still there, but they're all they're all for Soledad Canyon, so they didn't cancel those. Whoops. Anyway, let's come back here. So that's the deal. So if the Encore Resort is extending your stay without charging you, that's a big plus. I don't know what everybody's experience is. They certainly don't have to. Like I said, the 1,000 trails, they are extending it. So staying put is your best bet. I would not move, because if you move out of a campground, you might not be able to get back into one. So, hey, Rake Moore, how you doing? So we'll, Charlie the Tuna. This is the first live stream I've done in a long time. Doing live streams is like totally different than shooting an actual video. So I get a little nervous if you can probably tell. So like I said, we've been here in Soledad Canyon now since March 13, and they've been really, really nice. The manager here actually set up my reservations through to May 1st for staying put here. So that what they did is they made our first reservation was 21 days, and then we took, you have the ability to extend a week for $29 twice a year, and they did that free of charge, which was really awesome. So, and that's the week that we're on right now, is the extended week, and then like I said, they didn't charge us for it. And then another 21 days after that, which takes us to May 1st. So they arranged that for us, and that's worked out quite well. So we have stayed put. And then as far as getting groceries, we did one big shopping excursion a few weeks ago, bought about 3 weeks worth of food in anticipation of staying put here, just to minimize our risk of exposure by not going to stores and stuff. And full tank of gas in the truck, so there should be no problems. What's going on after May? Nobody knows. Boy, I can't see them. I don't, if the stay-at-home orders stay in place, and I'm sure 1,000 Trails will keep extending your stay as long as you don't leave the park. Once you leave the park, I think you're done. We'll have to see what's going on in May. I have reservations for Yosemite Lakes, but if the national park is closed, and that's the other thing, all the national parks are closed, then there's no sense in going up there. So if they allow more extensions in through May, then that's what we'll do, and we'll stay put at Soledad Canyon. I never thought in a million years something like this would ever happen. I mean, I did not plan on this when we retired and hit the road. I just never thought of a national crisis like this. And so now here we are. So Rake Moore asks, do you have to leave in May? And yeah, if the stay-at-home orders expire, then we'll have to leave May 1st. But if the state continues with the stay-at-home orders, then I'm sure we get to be able to extend the stay through May. We'll have to see. Yeah, it is just unbelievable, Joseph. Crazy. And then, like I said, the national parks are all closing. Army Corps of Engineers closed their campgrounds a while back. All of them are closed. And most state parks all around the country are closed. I don't know. Politicians and that don't think of the full-time RVers out here. So, I mean, there's over 1 million people who travel full-time, and most of them are older people. So I don't know what they're all going to do. So, and how this is going to affect summer travel, I don't know. sounds crazy. We're gonna have to play this thing 1 month at a time. So, yeah, it's crazy. So here's the big thing: toilet paper. I just cannot believe that there's still a shortage of toilet paper after all this time. I can see the initial thing, which still kind of bewilders me. But that's what I'm going to be doing here in a little bit, go on a hunt for toilet paper. What is everybody doing about toilet paper? Hi, Patty. So, full-timer closing down the state park forces you into boondocking. Yeah, you can only boondock for so long, and then you got to be able to find a place, a dump station. So, with all the national parks closing that, it's going to be kind of tough. Flying J's in that, some of them have dump stations. Wear a mask? Yes. When we go to the store, we wear our masks, and you saw that video. So it's the only time we wear it is when we go into like a supermarket or something like that, because you got a bunch of people in a smaller area. It's nice that they got lines marked out, 6-foot spacing for when you're in line at the cashier. But when you're at an aisle getting food, people think nothing of walking right up to you or in front of you. So the mask, I think, just gives you another level of protection. Now they're saying it's really not going to help prevent it, but I don't think it can hurt by wearing a mask. Yeah, all that toilet paper, what is everybody doing with it? I hope the people that have really hoarded it are stuck with this toilet paper for years to come, because the stores won't take it back. We're down to 2 rolls of toilet paper. We had a 12-pack that we bought when we were up in Aide. So we're down to our last 2. I told Kathy we're going to have to use the bathroom less and ration that toilet paper or something. But actually, I heard that there's a RV store close to where I am at right now that has RV toilet paper. So they open up at 12 o'clock. It's 11:35 here in California. So at 12 o'clock, I'm going to make a mad dash to that RV store. I looked online in their inventory, and they show that they got 42 packs of 4-packs. So I'm going to make a mad dash for it. Oh, 5 days to get the supply. So Charlie, what shopping app are you using? I go online and I use the Walmart app for groceries, and that never shows any toilet paper in stock at the Walmart here. The closest Walmart Supercenter is in Palmdale, California. And every day I look at it, and every day it shows that they don't have any stock. And there's a lot of fresh meat they don't have either. As far as getting fresh meat in that, I found that if you go to the smaller chain stores, or even the small independent stores, that they have fresh meat and stuff, where every time we go to Walmart, they don't. Well, since we're not moving, we don't have to worry about having excess weight. Now, in the fifth wheel, we do have a lot of storage space. Overhead cabinets, we got, there's a pantry. In fact, you can see the pantry door right there. And then overhead storage. So the trailer has a lot of storage, and so we got it all crammed full of canned foods. And that's worked out pretty good. So yeah, 3 weeks at a time. So I mean, we spent a lot of money the last time we went to the store. But it's kept us from having to go to the store. And then, like I said, you know, the Walmart is in Palmdale. There's also a Stater Brothers. We found that they were pretty good supply, but no paper products. But it's a half hour away, so it's a pretty good drive. So buying a lot of stuff once every 3 weeks. Better, we're saving on gas too. Yesterday was the first day I started the truck up in about 10 days. So I filled the truck up 3 weeks ago and it's still full. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of the Class A's I don't think have a lot of storage space. The fifth wheels do. This is the Keystone Laredo 325 and has a decent amount of storage space. Our load carrying capacity, though, is not all that great. That's probably because of all the options that were stuck in it. So the dry weight's higher than what it actually shows on the specs. Gas prices. Well, being in California, you do not, I have not seen the prices drop much. They're still anywhere from $2.45 to about $3 a gallon. Like I said, I haven't bought any gas in a while. The last price that I paid, like I said, it was about 3 weeks ago, was $3.19 a gallon. I hear in Colorado, which is where we're from, that they're down to about $1.50 a gallon, which is pretty awesome. So that would be Colorado Springs. So yeah, they're still here, $2.50 to $3 a gallon. Of course, California has pretty high taxes on their gasoline. Just $1.31. Wow, where is that? That's probably the cheapest that I've seen or heard of. North Carolina. Wow, pretty awesome. I can't imagine these prices staying that low for too long. Of course, Saudi Arabia and Russia have been flooding the market with oil, which drove the price down. And then, of course, there's no demand because nobody's traveling anywhere, which is a good thing, driving that price further down. Yeah, diesel is always more expensive. And that's crazy that diesel actually costs more than regular gasoline because diesel is a byproduct, really, of making gasoline. It's crude. It's a dirty fuel, and is actually cheaper to produce than regular gasoline. Oops, pardon me, my phone was ringing. So many cities had streets you couldn't be kicked off, like Seattle. So you're talking about urban camping? Never done that. But man, I tell you, it's just really weird. We haven't driven. I mean, it would be probably pretty weird driving through LA with the streets all empty. It's usually very congested. So we haven't. Kathy wanted to drive through LA because LA is about an hour away from here. But I don't want to because I think they can question why you're on the road. So, I tell you, it really sucks if you just started full-time RV living and then this happens. I'm sure people in that situation are just totally unprepared and caught off guard. So, and all those Bob Wells people, man, that Bob encouraged to live out of cars. Can you imagine in that situation, living in the desert out of your car in a time like this. So it's a shame. So hopefully all the part-timers are staying home, and with them doing that, it will allow people like us a place to be able to stay. So I haven't seen any new RVs coming into Soledad Canyon. So like I said, you shouldn't be. I'm looking right out the window. Usually come this time of day, you see RVs pulling in, but there aren't any. There's only a couple of open spaces anyway here. So, idiots on the beaches in Florida. Yeah, I just saw on Yahoo. I just saw the title. I didn't read the article that's saying that runoff going down to the beaches of the coronavirus. I just can't imagine. I don't know what kind of validity there is to it, but it's washing down to the beach, and then the surf stirs the virus up into the air, and then you breathe it in. And so it's not really a good idea to be at the beach. I don't know how true that is. That was on Yahoo, so I don't put too much faith in that news. But all right, Joseph. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your support, and you guys stay safe. And if you go out, wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, make one. Kathy shows you how to do it on that last video. So, are we set up for boondocking? Yes, we have portable solar panels. I actually did a video on it. It's a briefcase, 200-watt Zamp solar system. We also have a 3,500-watt generator. And so as far as electricity goes, we're pretty all set. Like I said, the only problem you would have would be for dumping and getting fresh water would be your biggest problem. Thank goodness we got the 1,000 trails. I am so appreciative of the fact that we got the 1,000 trails and that they're allowing us to stay put. I mean, that is really awesome. So that they didn't have to do that, but they are, so they're taking care of their members. So I'd rather be at a full hookup and staying put versus boondocking. Who knows? Are they going to chase people out of areas where people go boondocking? Quite possible. Up in Utah, they were doing that. And the reason they were doing that is because of the local hospitals and that are not equipped to handle a whole bunch of people who don't belong in that area. I think it was Moab. If you had out-of-state plates, they were chasing people out. So it's crazy. Hey, George. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. It's been a long time since I've done one. And woof woof, we got RV Dog in the house. How you doing there, man? So crazy times. So what else? What is everybody doing for toilet paper if you can't find any? Like I said, we're down to our last 2 rolls, and in a little bit here, I'm going to be going to an RV store that happens to be open on Sunday, which is really something. They sell RVs and they sell parts and stuff, and they're open. And online, it says they got RV toilet paper, so we're going to hopefully get some. Pick up another 12 rolls, so 3 packs of 4 should do us fine and get us through another month. Is it toilet paper? The other thing is hard to get is paper towels. We have our last roll of paper towels. So I thought we had more toilet paper and thought we were out of paper towels. We have them all stuffed in this one cabinet. Well, it turns out, but I thought we're rolls of toilet paper with paper towels. So, and that leaves me with the thought: if you're short of toilet paper, do not use paper towels and put it down your RV toilet. That is just asking for trouble. We bought one-ply cheap paper toilet paper at a store because we couldn't get any RV toilet paper. So one-ply, it should say, sanitation tank safe. So it breaks up easy. You don't want the ultra soft ones because the fibers are bound tighter. So just cheap single-ply toilet paper if you can find it. Dollar General. In fact, they got the cheap toilet paper. So nearest Dollar General to us is about a half hour away. So if this RV store does not have any, then I will just run down to Dollar General. If you look online for Dollar General, for the local stores there, it shows that they're out of toilet paper. And it says there aren't any stores within 150 miles that have toilet paper for here. But who knows how accurate and up to date these things are, because I'm sure they can change constantly. Well, that's good there, George. Toilet paper for a month. I guess we should have had one of those toilets that shoots water up your butt. What do they call those? May have to do something similar with a squirt bottle or something. I don't know. Or take a shower right after you go to the bathroom. I don't know what else. I just can't imagine people hoarding toilet paper. That was the furthest thing from my mind when I initially went shopping. When all this started, was that there would be a run on toilet paper. It's just totally amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Paper shortage? Yeah, I don't know. I thought by now, like the RV or toilet paper manufacturers were caught up by now. It is just totally insane. Yeah, I can't. I can imagine. Well, at least it happened before you left. There's a lot of us that we sold our houses, and so there is no place to really go back to. So at least it's just delayed your plans, which is okay. When it's all over, it'll be too hot to go to the Southwest. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's where we're at right now, basically Southern California, but up in the mountains. I imagine it will get pretty hot here too eventually. I was originally going to go to Pio Pico, but then I saw reviews on it, and this is the rainy time of season, really, because it's spring, and I hear that Pio Pico floods out a lot, so we ended up going here instead. Yeah, call the stores before you go. If they answer the phones, you know. It's I'm just going to run. This store is real close by. It's only a few minutes away. One of my neighbors here said that that store had toilet paper, and not too many people know about it. So hopefully nobody at the park that I'm staying at is watching this and beats me to it. But it showed 42 packs, and they're 4-packs on hand. So I'm going to buy 3. And yeah, I can see that. Local grocery stores open early for us older folks. Yeah, most of them, like Walmart's 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Guess what? I'm still asleep. But if we had to, and And there is a small supermarket here in Acton, but they don't have any toilet paper. It doesn't matter what time of day you go there. And they're from their senior hours from 8 to 9. But yeah, it does give you less risk for picking up the virus. So what is everybody doing? Is everybody here a member of 1,000 Trails? And what are your experiences with it? Have you been past a month now? I mean, if we stay here till May 1st, that takes us, we'll be here 7 weeks, which is a long, long time. And the shame of it is, of course, there's no museums or anything, or parks or anything that you can go to. So it's just, you're stuck, shut in. But so the things that I wanted to go see and do are closed. And it's really totally amazing is Disney all around the world closed indefinitely. Okay. Aide, sign up for your second year of 1,000 Trails and Encore. So you got the annual pass. So, and that's the other thing I was wondering. I have the Elite Basic. We started off with the annual pass. Yep. Hold on. Here. There you go. Okay. One of our kids was calling, so I let Kathy talk to him. So I'm sorry I had to jump off there for a second. We started off with the annual pass, and now we went to the Elite Basic. We upgraded that back in October, and we have saved a ton of money with 1,000 Trails. We've only been out of the system for 10 days. And that was in January, and we did that on purpose because people wanted us to go camping with them at Quartzsite. So we did that. That's the only reason we left the system. So other than that, we've been in the 1,000 Trails system 100% of the time. It's been an awesome deal. Peace River. We were at Peace River. I like that place. They're very, very nice. Staff was nice. Treated us really good. And unfortunately, now with here's the other thing, all the pools are closed, so that wouldn't be so bad. Hunkered down here if you could use the pool and hot tub. But nobody around, lots of nature and fresh air. Well, yeah, you're in a good spot. And they're probably not accepting any new reservations in there either. So you're in a good place. We were there a few months back in November. And we enjoyed ourselves really good. So yeah, you're lucky. Got yourself a good spot. But the nice thing with what I was going to say was that the people that have just the annual passes, it looks like they're extending the same courtesies as they are with the people with the higher membership. So that's good. So you're really, really getting your money's worth out of that annual pass. So, and I didn't even say hi, Kat. I'm glad you stopped by here. Yeah, Peace River. There's a river that runs alongside there. They got an area on that map that they give you when you first come in that shows the areas where it floods. So I didn't camp there. there I saw some people were camped along the edge of the river that goes around that campground. But just be aware, there's crocodiles there. I saw people canoeing, and on the banks of the. I would be afraid of being attacked by an alligator. I guess they're alligators, not crocodiles. So. But yeah, Peace River was awesome. And that's 1,000 Trails place. There's an Encore, Barrington Hills. We also stayed there, and that was okay. So the Encore parks in Florida tend to be a little bit more like trailer parks. Yeah, we rain last night. So it's going to take real heavy rain for it to flood. I think normal rainfall is not going to really flood you out. Looks like it's going to rain here today. When we first got here, it rained quite a bit and then stopped, but there is no flooding here. At Soledad Canyon, they're also doing a lot of work on the park itself, and it looks like they're putting in a Wi-Fi system throughout the park too, which is cool. So they got a new management at this park, and they're fixing it up. So Soledad Canyon is going to be a pretty decent place when they're finished. Yeah, learn to live with the alligators. Kathy will not. If she sees an alligator, that is it. We're out of there. It's just no way around that one. Well, it looks like it's hitting 12 o'clock, and guess what? It is time for me to make that toilet paper run. Hopefully, I can get some. So, I'm going to say adios, and I will catch you guys. This, like I said, it's been a long time since I've done a live stream, so I'll try and maybe do one once a week, and we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, so Soledad had gotten a lot of bad raps, but they're doing a lot of work. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they had a cave loop that has been closed for a long time. It looks like they're working on that, and they're going to open up the whole big loop there. So I have found one thing. There's these people. I think Gone with the Winds seems to have an association with 1,000 Trails, and it's really difficult to go by those people's reviews because they are more advertisement for 1,000 Trails. So I would take what they say about the 1,000 Trails parks with a grain of salt, and look online from people like myself or who give you more honest reviews of what the parks are like. So some of these parks, they're kind of rugged, and Soledad I would put more on the rugged side, but it's okay. It's definitely worthwhile staying. All right, peace out. You guys all take care, and we will see you next time. Bye now.